I am Karena with Let Us Live. We are out at the Let Us Live Community Garden located inside of Buffalo Run Park in Missouri City at 1122 Buffalo Run. Today I hope to give you a tour of our beautiful space and talk to you a little bit about fruit trees. We have some fruit trees here that are still producing and some that are towards the end. I will first give you a tour. This is our wonderful grapefruit tree. I have never been a fan of grapefruit, but I'm going to tell you something. The first time I ate this right here, delicious! The best grapefruit I have ever tasted in my life. And guess what? I don't know the variety. So first tip is, when you plant something, write it down, label it so that you know the variety, because I can't go and buy more of this type of plant because I don't know the variety. So write it down. I don't know what it is, but it's delicious and you should get one. All right, let me give you a quick tour of what we have here. We have 21 raised beds, and here we attempted to do some square foot gardening and it's struggling, but we have some lettuce here. We have some carrots. We have some mustard greens. We have some purple kale. We have some kohlrabi growing here as well. Some arugula. And this is one of my favorites here because a lot of people are surprised to see it in Houston. This is a lavender shrub and it smells absolutely wonderful. So this is a shrub that doesn't like a whole lot of heat, but it has managed to grow and survive, and so I'm excited about that. Our pepper plants are still producing. Tip number 2, it's time to start your pepper plants. So if you're thinking about growing peppers from seed, you want to go ahead and start your seeds now. Tip number 2. All right, peppers are still growing. We have some golden, I think it's golden tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, I forgot the name. Golden cherry tomato. One of my favorite. Delicious, delicious, delicious. You've never had a real tomato unless you've grown your own tomatoes. So we have onions here, and those are yellow red onions. For the first time, we've tried asparagus, so we have sweet purple asparagus. Hopefully it will grow. Not really sure, hadn't grown it before. Oh, and my other favorite. Hey, how can you eat a salad, a taco, anything without cilantro? Come on now, cilantro. All the cilantro you want. We have tomatoes growing here. Some of our leafy greens. We have some cabbage growing. We have some mustards growing over here. Our Thai basil over here still growing. Our strawberries still trying to hang on. Have some kohlrabi and a couple pepper plants that are still growing. Some mustard greens. We've dropped a lot of seeds. We've got some spinach that's coming up over here. Swiss chard is still hanging on, so I'm excited about that. Got a huge rosemary bush over here. This is our rosemary bush, and we also have some cauliflower. Hey, did you know when you eat cauliflower, or excuse me, when you eat broccoli, you're eating a flower? So it's a flower. Try some. Try a flower today. All right, so we have broccoli. It has been extremely warm in Houston, and so what is happening is these are coming to flower before we actually get a broccoli head. There's finally a broccoli head, but this just started flowering before the head started to produce. We've got some pak choy and some cabbage over there. And then we have more collard greens, more leafy greens. We have kale over there. our herb gardens. Our herb garden is this way. I'll show you this. We have chocolate mint. Yum, yum, yum. We have mojito mint. We have some dill over here. We're trying some new herbs. We have some yarrow, oregano. Hey, you need to consume oregano. Really good for fighting infection, good for your body. In times like these, oregano is good for you. So we have yarrow, which is here. We have chocolate mint, regular mint, oregano. This is what the yarrow plant there. We have some dill here. And let's go this way. Hey, guess what? I was growing turmeric. I am so proud of myself. Turmeric, lots of it. You can't really see it from here, but we have lots and lots of turmeric. There we go. Let's get a close up right there. There you go. See that? So growing turmeric and ginger, and then we compost here, and so that's our compost area, and that is a great way to provide nutrients for your plants, for your trees. And since we're here to talk about fruit trees, let's talk about fruit trees. One of the things you don't want to do is overwater your fruit trees. You want your fruit trees to reach down in the ground for moisture. If you keep it wet at the top, the roots don't reach down and spread out. Oftentimes, most of us overwater our fruit trees. So don't overwater your fruit trees. And then fertilize, fertilize, fertilize. It's producing fruit or producing little babies. And so babies need nutrients, right? So we want to fertilize, fertilize, fertilize during the growing season. You want to keep it, don't want the roots to stay wet and oversaturated. And as I said before, keep the names, know your variety. Let's talk about variety. You want to make sure you get a variety that is likely to grow in your area. You can pick a plant, like for example, we'll walk this way. I have a peach tree that was purchased, and it's not the peach tree for this area because we don't get enough cold hours. It's not going to get cold enough in Houston. It's not going to have the number of cold hours that it needs in Houston, so it's unlikely to produce any fruit. Now, wait a minute. It may produce fruit 100 years from now, but I won't be here to enjoy it. We need it to produce fruit now, so you want to make sure you get the right variety. This huge, beautiful, well, the leaves have fallen off, but this huge tree over here is a peach tree, and it's not going to produce any fruit anytime soon because we don't have enough cold hours. So know the variety that you pick for your area. This is our avocado tree, and people are surprised that we're growing avocados here in Houston. Well, guess what? We have lots of blooms already poking out on this tree. See that? We've got blooms here. There are blooms there. Lots and lots of blooms coming. This tree right here probably produces about 200 avocados. Now, the other problem is we don't get to eat all 200 of them because Mother Nature and the creatures and her cousins and all of them, they come eat them all. But guess what? We have to grow to share. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. And so when you're growing, don't be overly frustrated if some of the creatures come and eat some of your fruit. We're in their space, we're sharing this space, so I think that you have to grow with the understanding that you are going to be sharing some of your produce with Mother Nature. So tip, know and label what you're growing. Don't overwater your fruit trees so that they go searching for water and the roots don't stay at the top of the soil. They kind of go down searching for water. And then fertilize, fertilize, fertilize during the growing season. You typically do not want to trim or do any heavy trimming during the winter months. If we have a freeze, your tree may not recover. The biggest thing is know the variety that you're getting and get something for your area. I like to say always go to the extension agent in your area. They have done the research and they know what's going to produce the best results for you in your area. I am Karena. Remember, Let Us Live. You can find me at Let Us Live on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you so much. Check out Urban Harvest. They are going to continue to provide you with really helpful information to get you out and get growing. Let us live.